Good morning, Golden Bears. Received an email from Edith this morning and found out or realized that our hosts are all at SpongeBob Musical today. But you know, it's like that political saying, never let a crisis go to waste. I contacted Sophia's agents, parents, and here you are. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for inviting me. I'm really happy to be here. It's great to be back. And you're right, the SpongeBob Musical is on today with public shows tomorrow and Saturday, 7 p.m. Tickets are available at the door, $10 for adults and $8 for students. Come out and support your fellow Golden Bears who have worked hard to put on this production.
Yeah, and I know you're a big Broadway theater person, so what's one of your favorite or a couple of your favorite shows?
I love Hamilton and Wicked. I feel like I just love their songs, and I always want to dance whenever I listen to them. It's just great. Yes.
I agree, both those. Haven't seen Hamilton, can't wait to get to that.
Yeah.
All right, what other announcements do we have today?
Sophomores and juniors, Blue River Career Programs is offering a tour on Tuesday, November 25th. Check their hands-on career paths and see what fits your goals. Permission slips are in the counseling office and are due this Friday, November 14th.
Now, Jostens was here yesterday to talk to seniors, so Sophia, what's the next step for them?
That's right. They will return next Wednesday, November 19th to collect cap and gown orders. They will be set up in the cafeteria lobby during all lunch periods. If you do not attend the informational meeting today, please grab an order packet from the front office. If you have any questions, you can email Mrs. Kitchen or stop by to see her in the front office.
Now, today we're airing the fourth of 5 segments of my interview with Dr. Holly Everett, U.S. Army veteran. Now, I saw a picture of you in the news at participating in the SMS Veterans Day program. So what did you do there?
So I pretty much just read like a paragraph about like what Veterans Day is all about, like the 11th day, the 11th hour of the 11th month, like, and just talking about that.
That is awesome. I received a text from Jack Boyce, photographer, and he explained, he said, there was this young lady there, she was amazing, and I thought, that was Sophia Idlewine. So when I saw the picture, I was not at all surprised.
Yeah, it was a great opportunity. I was happy I got to do it.
What a great program. It looked like an amazing event.
Yeah.
Certainly a worthy endeavor. Now, today, Dr. Everett referenced John Maxwell Edmonds' quote in the actual segment, and she later sent me the exact wording. When you go home, tell them of us and say, for your tomorrow, we gave our today. And that quote was actually at her base's memorial site where she participated in flight line ceremonies. And she explained to me what a flight line ceremony was. It's for a soldier who died prior to hospital care. And so the flight line would be lined in complete silence with all attendants standing at attention, saluting while the casket was draped with the American flag, loaded on the plane to return to Dover Air Force Base in this case. And so Dr. Everett said, this is one of the most humbling experiences ever in life. And so now we're going to go to part 4 of our interview.
Have a great day and go Bears!
That's right. Awesome job. We are fortunate. You mentioned a couple of cities that you had been in. Very fortunate in Shelby County to get the Everett family back here.
Yes.
Can you kind of talk about what it was like reintegrating into civilian life wherever that was?
Yeah, so because of where I was at in Bastion, it was such a busy trauma center that actually our the Surgeon General basically put out an order after that once you left that facility, it was so busy you need an assignment that was not going to be PTSD triggering with critical care and high injury patients. So most of us were kind of divvied because we were the first group to go over there and do that, and after us they made the deployment rotation shorter also because of what all we had seen. So basically what it was is I ended up doing actually Army healthcare recruiting and got stationed back in Indianapolis. So a lot of people don't know about all the benefits academically and financially that the military can offer. So I got moved back here. And after being away for because I went to 4 years in undergrad down in Alabama and then, was stationed all over, the U.S. or whatnot, coming back to Indianapolis and having a taste of being back home, it was nice to be back home. Like Hawaii was great for 3 years, but they didn't have seasons.
Yes.
Santa being in a luau shirt was weird.
Right.
So, it was great and I appreciated the time, but I think being at all the other places that we went and all the other different environments and locations that we saw, it made me appreciate being home more. So, and after that, it also got very hard because when I deployed to Afghanistan also, Riley was 3 and my youngest was 4 months. Wyatt. So, and I didn't have my middle son, Wyatt, was 4 months, and we didn't have our youngest at the time. So during the Indianapolis time, I ended up with a third child, and it got very difficult. It's a very hard balance meeting because you can't be a good mom and a good soldier at the same time. There's a lot of demands. So eventually I ended up getting out. So the reintegration was definitely hard, but I wanted to be back home once I had a taste of being back here. So
That, I wanted to ask you about what you're most proud of, which that in of itself, being a mom, so that I can't imagine fulfilling that dual role. But what, in this time of year, again, a lot of times people will ask about your experiences. When you reflect back on your career so far, what's something you said, I'm really proud of this?
Honestly, I do think my time in Afghanistan is probably the pinnacle of my military career. I don't think a lot of people understand that desire to serve and the desire to serve, even if it means in a combat environment. When you're part of the military and training, and that's what you've trained for so many years to do and to be, and we were really protective of who actually got to deploy. I was a chief nurse before I was pulled over there for my ICU over in Hawaii, and if you weren't cutting it the bedside with other people there, we weren't going to let you go over there and take care of, America's sons and daughters. We were very protective of it. So I know a lot of people kind of question and they wonder, like, how could you leave a 3-year-old and 4-month-old and my husband? I wanted to have a choice.
Yes.
It's part of it. But I don't want to sound too like, oh yeah, I was, super selfless. No, I didn't want to leave my babies and my husband.
Right.
But at the same time, going over there and providing the care that I was able to provide with the amazing group of surgeons and anesthesia providers and nurses and medics that I was able to do that with, and have the results that we did, knowing like I gave up a little bit of my time with my precious time with my kids, because I missed everything until after Wyatt's first birthday. So everything was through FaceTime or Skype back then. That was missing all that. I kind of can compartmentalize or justify it knowing the fact that I allowed 100 other servicemen and women to come back and maybe experience more time with their own families. So a short amount of time of sacrifice on mine meant that others got to have some more time with their families. So that's probably my most proud moment, is just that in the service there.